Hi guys, and welcome to another edition of Scouting. We are here on Sand River. I'm in the AMX 1390 in one of my final games in this tank before eliting it and unlocking the Lorraine 40T at tier 9. But I've decided to keep the AMX 1390 because even with the introduction of a whole new bunch of scouts coming in 9.3, I still think the AMX 1390 is going to be a pretty decent scout, and I also don't bring you very many games on Sand River. Now this was quite an unusual scouting game for me because it kind of worked out the opposite of how I usually scout. Normally I like to do some passive scouting at the beginning of a game and wait for the match to settle down and then go into active dealing and damage dealing mode, but in this particular game the opposite happened, and I tended to be quite active at the beginning and then did a lot more scouting towards the end. But anyway, let's just get going. So, if you want to get a scout medal on Sand River on encounter, be in a fast tank. You don't have to be in a scout, you just have to be in a fast tank, and I'm faster than this AMX 12T. And you just drive up here and you poke the ridge. It's probably one of the easiest ways to get a scout medal in World of Tanks. So just drive along the edge here, pop down, and there we go. We've just spotted 7 enemy tanks. So not quite a scout medal yet, but I've done my initial scout, and a couple more tanks spotted in the middle. Don't know if I got those spots, but I can see tanks are aiming for me. So, falling back into cover, there are 2 arty on the enemy team. That Comet got absolutely destroyed by one of them. But so far quite a frustrating game. I'm just looking for shots, wondering what I can do. Enemy team are being really aggressive, and I'm kind of wondering at this point in the game just what I can do, where I can go, whether or not I can get shots, but that WZ-111 is hull down. So I decide to relocate. Enemy team are pushing the C line really aggressively, so I'm moving up here to see whether or not I can get side shots and just change the angle of engagement if the enemy tanks decide to advance. And oh, it looks as if they are. So AMX 1390, miss that shot, get hit by the Type 59 for my troubles. He's a very good player. So I reverse back into cover, and I don't want to stay here too long because RT is around, but I'm gonna hang around long enough to empty as many shots as I can into this guy. And the Conqueror steals the kill, but did most of the damage to that AMX 1390. Go for a reload. And once again, I've got a choice. I'm wondering just what I can do here. It is a tier 9 game, so may have 1100 hit points, but if those tier 9s start shooting at me, or if RT gets involved, my hit points aren't going to last very long. So my team have started to advance. They've just decided to push. We've got lots of tanks up at the top of the mountain, so I'm going to see again if I can get some flanking shots just while I'm on the reload. So I was relocating while reloading, just pushing the top of this ridge just to make sure there are no enemy tanks waiting for me. It does get me spotted. So I kind of want to come down and ambush these guys. You can see me playing around with it, the idea of it. So I get spotted, and I notice the E75 is turning my way, so I decide, nope, yep, gotta get out of here. So those guys were focused on me, they both missed. But they are frustrating me. I can't really play my game. I'm trying to play like an assassin, but I keep getting spotted and the enemy tanks keep waiting for me. So the E75 has been taken out. The WZ-111 is still down there, so I'm going to see if I can maybe try and get a different angle. We've got tanks in the cap, so I don't need to worry about the T-44. So I've moved up. WZ-111 has been spotted again, and Do I have side shots? Yes, I do, but I don't have to fire because RT annihilates him. So, unfortunately, a T-44 takes out the IS-3. Only an AMX 1375 down here. Need to help the AMX 1375. Go for one shot. And unfortunately, not in time to take out the T-44, but our RT manages to do it. So, it's still a pretty 50-50 game. It is 9-8. And once again, I'm wondering what I can do to try and influence the game. So there's a few tanks that haven't been spotted. I decide to push the bushes up here, see if I can get any spots, and we spot a Waffenträger Panzer IV. So hang around, get one shot in, and somehow miss that shot. It goes under his gun shield and misses his tank completely. But there are still two RT and some nasty TDs left on the enemy team. So really, I've gone into scouting mode right now. I just want to spot these tanks for my RT. And cannot spot this Waffenträger. No idea where he's gone. Interesting. So I'm using coded optics, not binocs, on the AMX 1390. Enemy 1375 takes out the T-43, but he's got a pattern to worry about up there. So I'm just focused on this Waffenträger. I haven't gone for a reload, still got 3 shots left, and we finally spot him. So go for one shot, and again, bounce for no damage. Get one shot in, get spotted, one shot left in my clip. But we've spotted the Waffenträger, and RT annihilates him, so job is done. AMX 1375 and a Jagdtiger left on the enemy team. RT again takes out the AMX 1375. Our RT are having a really good game, so it's just a matter of getting spots for these guys. So I know that the Jagdtiger is probably camped in D2, and yep, there he is. I've just been spotted. Push into cover from the Jagdtiger, but I really can't hang here. As I say, there are 2 RT on the enemy team. So I leave the cover of the rocks. We've got a Patton pushing up north. I've got a Jagdtiger backing me up, and we've got another Jagdtiger pushing around the K-line. So things are looking very comfortable. It's 12-9. Just a matter of inching forward and trying to spot this Jagdtiger again for RT. But he's just at the edge of my view range, and his camo rating is pretty good. So cannot spot him. And our Patton spots the Lorraine. Aim. And the Jagdtiger takes him out before I can shoot. So, now that the Patton's been spotted, I figure that the Jagdtiger has turned. He's looking the other way. He's probably looking towards the Patton. I decide to make my move. So this is kind of a weird game. It's the opposite of what I usually do. I scout in the beginning and go into damage dealing towards the end, but in this game, I was kind of very active scouting and damage dealing at the beginning and went into scouting mode towards the end, so you can do it either way. So this Jagdtiger's not where I expected him to be, so I'm just pushing forward to see if I can get spots. There we go. Spotted the Jagdtiger. And just letting my team deal with him. Don't want to get hit by the Jagdtiger. Go for a shot in his lower glacis, but again, the aim time on the 1390 isn't great. And I don't really need to do anything because I've got plenty of tanks who can take him out. So there we go, Jagdtiger's down, just one tank left on the enemy team. GW Tiger there, I've spotted him, and we can just go to work. So 2.3k damage, and I finally get my first kill. So it may not have been an ace tanker, but it was still a really nice scout game. I picked up a first class mastery badge, but I also picked up the scout badge. And if you really do want an easy scout medal on this map, just do what I did. Push the ridge at the beginning, you'll spot most of the enemy team, and then you probably only need one or more 2 more spots in order to pick up the Scout Medal. But finished top on XP with 1232, which was a pretty nice rescue. The game was very, very frustrating towards the beginning. Wasn't doing damage, wasn't really doing a lot of assistance damage, but I still managed to rescue a good game at the end. 2,341 damage with just the 1 kill. 15 shots fired, 12 hits, and 12 penetrations. The aim time is one of the things that lets the AMX 1390 down, but if you're allowed to fire its gun, it's still pretty good. I spotted 10, damaged 5, destroyed 1, and did 4,071 assistance damage. So all in all, it was a pretty solid scout game. I earned 51,000 credits for that game, 1848 with a premium account, with some sort of bonus thrown in, and it was my first game of the day, so I get the ×2, and that left me on a very, very healthy 5,082 XP. This was one of the final games I played in the AMX 1390, and it was a good one. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.